Hi friends, Shannon here with another video. Going to create a card similar to this. One of the products that I used in this card is no longer available, so I'm going to change it up a little bit. Starting with the Falling Starlight stencil by Cat Scrappiness, I'm going to emboss the image onto cardstock, and we're going to do some ink blending on that. And then the Naughty stamp set, also by Cat Scrappiness, and there's a snarky sentiment that we're going to use from that. And then the Crafter's Essentials Winter die that is not available right now, but will be available soon. So I will put the link in the description box below. If you click on the link, you can go to the Cat Scrappiness website and put your email address in on the product, and they will notify you when this comes back in stock. We're going to use this tree silhouette and the two hillsides. So let me go grab my die cutting machine so we can emboss the cardstock, and I'll be right back. So first of all, I've taken my cardstock and I've attached it at the bottom with some low-tack tape, and so it's just covering the portion of the stencil that I want to emboss. Then if you look on your, if you have a Platform 6 with the new, or Platinum 6 with the new platform, it will tell you how to emboss and cut a shape. What we're actually going to do is use the same sandwich as that to emboss with our stencil. Now it tells you to use your adapter plate, your embossing mat, the adapter plate D, embossing mat E, and then the paper and the die facing up with the cut side facing up, then platform B and platform A. So this is platform A, this is platform B. Then we're going to do it in the opposite direction. We're going to put the stencil facing up with the paper underneath, then the embossing mat E, whoops, and then adapter plate D. And since I'm using a stencil instead of a die, I'm going to use a paper shim. And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. There we go. And let me show you our embossed. I had a feeling I did that upside down. Okay, so paper facing up, stencil underneath, in between the platform B and the embossing mat. Try that one more time. Run that through. There we go. And that works that time. And then we have our embossed background. Let me put all of this away and we'll get to ink blending. We're going to do some ink blending with Broken China, Uncharted Mariner, Prize Ribbon, and Black Soot Distress Inks. Let me set those aside, bring out my little turntable here with my waffle flower grip mat, and we'll start with Broken China Distress Ink. And I just inked these up, so hopefully they're not too heavily inked. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to create a little nighttime glow in the center of our scene that we're going to create. So I'm going to lay down the lightest color first, which is Broken China. And that we're going to do over most of the panel. I'm going to speed this up intermittently so that it doesn't take me so long to show you the ink blending. But do notice that the embossed little diamond images are peeking through that they're grabbing onto the ink from the bristles of the brush more heavily than the rest of the background. And that was why I wanted to use that stencil to do the ink blending, or I'm sorry, to do the embossing. It's late. And one thing I do want to let you know is that I am having a little giveaway on my channel. In order to participate in the giveaway, you must complete the giveaway form that is located in the description box below the video. Click on that link and you are going to enter some secret words that I'm going to be giving you throughout the video. And the first secret word is starlight. S-T-A-R-L-I-G-H-T, starlight. Okay, then our next color is Uncharted Mariner, and here's where I'm going to start speeding this up. Next we're going to do the two stitched hillsides, and I'm going to, how should we do this? One here, one here. And I'm going to get a new blending brush. Okay, that's cleaned. I'm going to use a little broken china. And I'm going to ink mostly the top bristles, so just the top third of the brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of bring this from the edge, pulling towards the die cut. so it just catches the edge. I just want to get just around that stitch detail, kind of emphasize that stitch detail. This one is going to be in the behind the front hill, or behind the larger hill, so I'm only going to really ink blend this area here. In fact, I didn't even need to do the bottom, I just need to do this portion here. There we go. Now this one we need to do the entire perimeter of the hillside. Now, I'm trying to leave the center mostly white to give it kind of a glowing effect. And so the next secret word is going to be glowing. G-L-O-W-I-N-G, glowing. Okay, so I found my lost shadow, Distress ink, and we're going to go lightly over I want to dull down the blue just slightly. So I'm doing the same technique where I am just inking up the tips of the top bristles of the brush. And coming in from the edge. I'd like to ask you to, if you're enjoying this video, to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I always appreciate all of the support that I get from the card making community. We are the best community, at least the most kind community that I've found. And when you do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my videos, that lets the algorithm know that you enjoyed the video and puts it out for more people to see its availability, and helps me out immensely. I'm not yet monetized, I don't have enough subscribers, and I don't have enough video hours, so I'm working on that. Try to bring you more content and hopefully bring you some inspiration to make some of those cards based on techniques you may learn here. Okay, I think we're just about done here. Okay, and we're going to do some more ink blending. Take these off my grip mat. And the final ink blending we're going to do is on the trees. And where's my... We're going to use... Let me get a blending brush here. Clean this off a little bit. It's got a different color ink than I'd like. And I'm going to use pine needles Distress ink. and using the same technique I've been using, just inking up the tips of the bristles. This is really juicy, so I'm going to tap that off on the lid, and then coming from the edge, I'm going to pull towards the center from the bottom up. And what that does is the die cut grabs those bristles, and then it affects the, it gives us these little striations, I guess you could call them, towards the center, and it kind of emphasizes the edges, since this is more of a silhouette die, or die cut, pardon me. It will give us some more detail. And again, I'm leaving the center much lighter than the rest of it, give it kind of that glowing highlight effect. Okay, and our next word will be evergreen. E-V-E-R-G-R-E-E-N. Evergreen. Let me clean this up and we'll assemble our card. So I have one of my hillsides in my stamp positioner. I'm going to use my little embossing buddy tool, powder tool here. We're going to do some heat embossing. Put some powder on there to prevent the static from holding on to that ink, or I'm sorry, holding on to the embossing powder where I don't want it. So I'm going to use Distress, and this is the Oxide in Uncharted Mariner. And I'm going to stamp up my sentiment, and that leads me to our next secret word. The sentiment is, Dear Santa, last year I asked for a fat wallet and a thin body. Try not to mix those up again. So the next secret word is fat wallet, or secret words. And just to let you know, you can heat emboss with any pigment ink or inks that don't dry fast, and the oxides do not dry very fast, so it's very easy to heat emboss with them. I'm going to put this back in the corner and stamp that one more time so we can get it nice and juicy for the embossing powder. Put the lid on that. Hope I don't mess this up. Nothing worse than trying to double stamp on a portion of your card that is already completed. Set that aside. And the embossing powder that I'm going to use is Hero Arts Sparkle, and it's a clear embossing powder with a little bit of glitter in it. And just going to sprinkle some of the embossing powder on here. Cover that up. Put a little tap. Do it one more time. Go. Give it a little tap. And let's see, my heat tool is not plugged in, so let me plug that in. And I'm going to warm up my heat tool for a few seconds before I bring it to my paper. And I like to come from underneath the paper. Okay, that looks good. So it says, Dear Santa, last year I asked for a fat wallet and a thin body. Try not to mix those up again. hilarious sentiment. In fact, that entire stamp set, the Naughty stamp set by Cat Scrappiness, has lots of snarky sentiments. I really, really enjoy it. I'm going to clean this up and we'll finish up our card. It's a good thing I checked my screen because apparently I forgot to push record. So I added one of the hills, but I forgot I wanted to add, this is Copic Opaque White ink, and what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to try to get it open. There we go. I'm going to do some ink splatters onto the panel. So what I do is I have a fan brush here. I'm going to dip my bristles, the tip of my bristles, into the brush. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to my acrylic block here. Stir this up in there just to thin it out a little bit. And then I'm going to flick it across the edge and try to get some splatters on my background. I usually don't do this on camera because I used to be afraid of getting it on my camera lens, but I have since found a little cover that I could keep on my camera lens that prevents any splatters from getting on my camera. So there we go. We have some splatters. I'm going to dry this with my heat tool and I'll be right back. So now I'm just going to adhere the rest of the images to the panel. I forgot to mention that the last, or one of the last words for our contest is splatter, S-P-L-A-T-E-R. So I think we're up to 4 or 5 words now. I think we're going to have one more when we wrap this up. Just glue that down to the bottom edge of the panel. Let me add my Christmas trees, or my pine trees, evergreen, whichever you'd like to refer them to. I'm going to speed this up so you don't have to watch me glue in slow motion. Things I forgot to mention is the reindeer. I've colored these stamped and colored these images off camera. The reindeer is from a stamp set called Reindeer Games by Cat Scrappiness, and the Santa is from Christmas Gnome stamp set, also by Cat Scrappiness. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that I'm posting this video to also let you know that the Card Makers Success Summit, the holiday version of the Card Makers Success Summit for 2024, is now open for registration. You can go to the link in the description box below and sign up for your free ticket to the Card Makers Success Summit. There are lots of presentations, and I believe it's from August 8th through the 11th. Lots of presentations with the free ticket. You can, they will release several presentations every day of the summit, and each day the presentations are available for 24 hours with the free ticket, or you can opt in for the VIP All Access Pass, in which case you will have lifetime access to the presentations. You will have an option when you register for a reduced price ticket to the VIP All Access Pass for the first 20 minutes after you register, and I believe the price is $39 for the fast action price. So the last word, or actually it's going to be an acronym, is going to be CMSS. C as in cat, M as in Mary, S as in Sam, S as in Sam, and that stands for the Card Maker Success Summit. So here is my finished card. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, also forgot to mention that the prize for the contest is going to be a previously released card kit from Spellbinders. So I hope you participate, and go ahead and share a link to the video and let your friends see and participate in the contest also. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.